Hi, welcome to this AccuFile demonstration video. What we're going to do today is to look at the Debt Manager module. Now the Debt Manager module you will find on the menu bar in AccuFile. There it is on the left hand side, just under eFile is the Debt Manager module. Okay, so the whole idea is to use this module to manage your debt within your firm. It synchronizes with your Sage 1, and what it does then is it pulls through all the clients' balances, old balances, bring it over here into AccuFile, and then from there you can go and set up agreements with clients, and it will automatically remind those clients about the agreements in place, and it will send them emails, and so you can track exactly what is happening with your age analysis, with your debtors' outstanding money, and it's very useful. We've tried it in our own company, and with great success. I can tell you that we actually managed to get in old money, if I can put it like that, and that is monies that that's outstanding for more than 120 days and so forth, that you actually make proper agreements with people, and this system is just so useful in helping you to achieve that. I'm going to demonstrate it quickly to you. I'm going to start off by doing an invoice within your Sage 1. I've already created a client called the C Shop, so just for demonstration purposes, and we're going to do an invoice there quickly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this task here, annual financial statements, and let me just put in a figure there. Let's make that 10,000 Rand so that we have a figure that we can work with. Okay, now I'm going to backdate this invoice so that it can be under the 90 days. So I'm just going to take it back to July, let's say the 15th July, and so that it's an old invoice, and then I'm going to email it. I'm just going to send this one out, and yeah, there it goes. I'm just going to do another one as well for the month after that, so that we can properly see what's happening with those two invoices. So let's just go back in there again to the C Shop. There we are. Go down here. Let's take let's say we've done a CIPC. Right, just take something there, just typing in a figure and emailing that through. Okay, there we go. Our invoices are done. Now I'm going back into AccuFile. Now normally synchronization with Sage 1 happens in the early morning hours, so every day. So you don't have to go and do that every day, but now I just want to show you. So I'm going to do the sync here quickly again, that it synchronizes with my Sage 1, because those two invoices that I made out will then, those data will be captured on my Debt Manager here. Okay, the first thing you need to do is to go and allocate a staff member as the person who will be responsible for Debt Manager or debt managing. So you're going to go in here, view and set up staff members. Let's take this person here, Bon Jovi, and let's make him the debtors person. So there you can say, I've already ticked him like that, debtors control. So he will be able to work on this module. So you can have more than one user, but normally you'll only have, in a smaller firm, you'll have one person responsible for doing the debt collection. Okay, so let's update that. Okay, I'm gonna go back then to the Debt Manager here, and let me explain to you quickly how it works. The first option here, it says agreement, notes, platform, and age analysis. So you will have your age analysis, and that is a list of all the clients who's enabled within AccuFile. They will be listed there, and you can then go and set agreements for outstanding monies with those clients of yours. And the system actually then sends out an automatic email reminding those clients of this agreement. It gives a detail, and it actually gives a friendly reminder just a day before the promised date. It will send out a friendly reminder so that they can react on that. Good. And then you just have a couple of other options here, which is all your agreements up to date, so your debtors person can just go and view here what agreements is open for the day, still open up to date. And this is all your open agreements. This can include future agreements as well, because you might have agreements, say people paying off 2,000 Rand for the next 5 months. Then those agreements, it will generate 5 agreements in, and those agreements will be in future, but it will be listed then in this all open agreements. Then you have difficult clients or people that needs the attention of the partner, so you can link those agreements then to the partner, and he will be able to see them and react on that. Agreements not on it will come in here, so there will be a list of those. And then because you got agreements with payment promise dates, you can actually go and set cash flow projections. So you just put in the date, and the system will calculate what exactly is the total of all those agreements, and it will give you a projected cash flow, which is very handy. Let's go and do this one quickly. So let's go in here, and I'm going to show all there. Okay, so there you can see there's a C shop then. Remember, we made out an invoice for 10,000 Rand, and we made out an invoice for 550 Rand. Okay, this one is already on 90 days, and that one is current, so that's okay. But let's say we want to phone now, and we want to say to this client, listen, how can you pay us back, and what is the possible arrangements that we can make? So your debtors person will phone in, and we're going to take the scenario that this person says, well, it's fine, I can pay you 2,000 Rand per month for the next 5 months. And if that is okay, can you please set it for the 15th of each month? So you're going to go in here, create an agreement. So let's go there. So you can put there, I have spoken to, let's say, Lucy. And the promised amount then was 2,000 Rand. And the promised date, okay, let's say now, let's make it the end of each month, the 30th, and there will be 5 agreements that needs to be created. Now, the email below will be sent out to this client, and you can quickly go and change this if you want to. But this is a standard one, so you can put there dear, and it just takes the name of the business, but you can put in here Lucy. Per our arrangement, we can expect a payment on, and then it will take the promised date of and the promised amount there. And then just a little note here at the bottom. We value your business and thank you. But you can change this as you wish. And then also it says here, what is the method? How have you contacted this client? Was it telephone, email, or in person? And let's say this was a telephone conversation. Right. Then, as soon as, if you click here, create agreement, it will send out this email to this client. And it will also CC in the partner. You can also have the option here to not send the email. But the whole idea is actually just to confirm this agreement, and the best is to send an email. So let's create this agreement, and then I'm quickly gonna go and look. So what you can see here, right, it opened up 5 agreements then, and there you can see the dates when this agreement is applicable, and the client will then get an email. Let me just see if I can quickly show you how this email will look like. there it is, account payment agreement, and it will come from your firm name will be in front. There you can see Dear Lucy, and there's a whole email and with your company logo, and it looks very nice, and it confirms then this arrangement. So you can see the people that it CC to is to the client, and then it CC in the partner. Okay, all the partners will be included there. Good. So I think that's just confirming that. So let's just go back. Okay. Good. So let me just make sure that we've got everything in there. So what will happen then is if the client does pay, I'm just gonna go open in here. So let's just go to that one. C#, there it is. Okay. So if he does pay, you can mark it there. This will be the first one. You mark it there, okay, and it means that agreement done, and it will take it off the list. If you haven't paid and you got something that you need to tell to the partner, you can just click it there, and it will send it right through to him and with a note. Right, if you haven't paid, you haven't honored it, this will appear. This agreement here will appear in a light pinkish color, and you will know that this one hasn't been paid. So it will give it it will put it in a list not honored agreements, and you can follow up with that. If he does pay and you save it, let me see, it will appear then in this greenish color there. Okay, which the last thing that I would like to show you is that the history that you can pull. So it's actually very nice. If you go in there, and you can go, and I'm just going to take an old demo one, say this one here, Tergniet Constructions, you see, and I'm going there on the history. You can see actually the whole history of this client here. This is just another demo one that I've done. But I mean, you can then just right click here, and you can print this whole page, or you can email this whole page right through there. You can just email it to yourself and then forward it to this client and telling him, listen, this is the whole history of our payment arrangements, and you need to make a plan to get us paid. So yeah, like I say, we've really enjoyed this module, and it's helping a lot with getting the cash flow in order. The cash flow projection, yeah, it's very easy. You just go in there, you put in the date, let's say today date, and let's show the report, and it will give you the agreements in place, promise people that I've promised that will be paid before that date, and it will give you a total there. Okay. Yeah, so please do give us ideas if you think that we can improve on the debt manager. But at the moment, you can try it, and hopefully it will make a huge difference in your cash flow and for you managing your debtors. Thank you for watching.